What up, guys? TeamxEggS here, bringing you What's Crackin' 22. Welcome back to another show. Today we have
Kudabore.
Big dog chilling.
E12 Assassin.
Your favorite egg, Scorp.
and the host, Gangster Prankster. Welcome to another What's Crackin', our gaming podcast, where we like to, talk about gaming and stuff. So let's just jump right into it. This is a little late, as you might notice. Usually we upload on Monday, but this will be getting uploaded on Wednesday.
All Gangster's fault.
Nope, it's actually Kuda's fault, and we'll talk about that in a second. Actually, it was a combination of things. Memorial Day, we had Kuda on live, on site, reporting at a local... take it away, you explain it.
Okay, well, it was really local. It was in Austin, but last weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they had a e-sporting event in Austin, Texas, which is really close to where I live, and it was Red Bull Battlegrounds, StarCraft 2 Invitational, 16 of the greatest StarCraft 2 players around the world, in one stadium, and it was pretty sick. I myself, not really a StarCraft 2 player. I don't like PC games all that much, but I was like, it's esports. Let's, I'm all about that.
No,
No?
you didn't want to go.
I didn't really want to go, but my brother and my cousin, they were like, you gotta come. We're driving, and I'm like, why the fuck not? So
And it was all expenses paid. By Red.
Mostly.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, it was $15 a day for ticket wise, which isn't too bad for this big arena type thing. There were floor seats, pretty damn good. We got real close to the action, and the only downside, each day lasted from 2 o'clock in the afternoon to 1:30 in the morning. Just a stupid amount of StarCraft. I never really watched or played StarCraft 2, and I was just like, what the fuck? It took me 4 or 5 matches to understand what was going on. I kept looking at my brother. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on? He'd be like, blah, blah, blah. The whole crowd would be like, oh! And I'm like, what just happened? It was kind of weird for a while. I caught on really, really quick, though, because, I played StarCraft 1, so it wasn't all new to me. Anyway, it was great atmosphere. It was, most energy I've ever seen from a bunch of, gamers all in the one room. Biggest nerds in the universe. Not a chick for miles, though, dude. I swear to God, I was looking, and every time I thought I saw, a woman, it was just a guy with long hair, and I was like, fuck. So I was hoping to meet, the gamer girl of my dreams. It didn't happen, so.
At a StarCraft convention? What the hell?
Well, I don't know, dude. I was, I'm optimistic in everything I do, so I went, hopes high. But
Well, you did find love, though. Your unfound love for StarCraft 2. You're starting to get into it now?
I'm not in love with it, but my brother, he kind of bought it for me, and he's been wanting me to play it forever, and I'm like, he bought it for me, I might as well play it. It's still freaking $60, by the way, 2.5 years after it's been fucking released, which is just ridiculous for a game. But, yeah, I've been playing it the last couple days. It's pretty fun. I'm getting my PC chops, I guess. My hands... They're not built for PC games. I'd rather have my hands curled around the controller than bent over a freaking keyboard and mouse. So.
Carpal tunnel?
No, not carpal tunnel, but it's just trying to keep my fingers arched the way you have to reach all the keys without looking at them. It hurts my hands a little bit
Let's
right
talk
now.
about the claw for the controller.
Yeah, I need that grip, not a fucking overhang. Anyway, it was really fucking amazing. I never thought I'd be watching almost 24 hours of StarCraft in 2 days. Tons of Koreans. I never believed that, Koreans are always the best in StarCraft, and it's totally true. So, guy who won was Korean. They call him the Boss Toss. He's a Protoss player, which is weird because Terran is supposedly OP or whatever, and Protoss doesn't have much going for him. But they call him Boss Toss. I thought it was cool. He didn't speak a lot of English, but when he did, he was hilarious. Not because he couldn't speak English, but because...
He's like a Jackie Chan kind of guy?
He just had really, short, funny answers. He was they were like, hey, MC, that was his name, SKMC, and you're like, are you worried about your next match? And he was just like, no. And they were like, why?
Yeah.
No, they were like, why? And then he was like, because I'm Boss Toss. And it was just like, oh, he's super confident.
Maniac.
I mean, it's much better than that French guy, Stefano. Jesus, he got super drunk after the thing, dude. He was trying to sign autographs. He was stumbling on the stage. He was there was this wall outside and by the stairs, and he was kind of I don't know what the hell he was doing, but there was a bunch of people around him, and he kind of looked scared. I don't fucking know, but he was a dick.
Did you beat him up?
He was like making fun of all the other players and shit. But
Did you beat him up?
no, I could have though, dude. He was French.
shanked
God, he was French.
Did he carry like, wine and cheese with him everywhere?
No, apparently just the wine. Because, like I said, he was super fucking wasted. At the end of his matches, he just must have hit the bottle real quick. But it was a great event. If there's another esporting event anywhere, I'll probably go check it out. I really wish it was a fighting game tournament. That would have, like, oh, God, that would have been so cool. But, it was great. Would you guys go to an esporting event if they had one, like right in your backyard? Because
not for StarCraft.
Yeah. I know, but if it was like, anything,
if it was
your moly interest.
If it was Call of Duty, and they had like a LAN thing, I'd probably take Scorp. Like, yeah.
You take Scorp? You just be like, hey, Scorp, get in the car.
You take me?
Yes.
Can you drive?
No.
My eyes closed.
I'd probably be taking you.
Fuck you, but I'm saying I'll take you to victory when I carry you.
To victory, what? You guys would play?
Tournaments. Yes.
Most tournaments are like invitation only, but at least the big ones, the e-sporting, event things. Anyway.
Well, they usually have the little freaking free roll type things, don't they?
Like an open grass.
Not for this one.
The one wild card.
This one was a giant arena where the pools were already like selected, and there's 4 groups.
They just recently had a COD event. Well, it wasn't just COD. It was COD, Gears of War, and NHL. It was down by Niagara.
Dude, that would have been awesome story.
With what team?
I don't know. Not to like play, but to go fucking watch, dude. I don't know if it was like open to the public or whatever, but
I think it was. Well, you had to buy like a pass.
Yeah, I had to buy a ticket. They had assigned seatings. It was in like it's a big arena type venue. There had to have been like 1,000 people there minimum. It was pretty cool. It was like lights, cameras all over the place. I met all like the high profile StarCast casters over there. Day9, DJ Wheats, Husky, and then there was some other guy, Simpson, I don't know. But it was pretty cool. They have cool jobs. I would love to do that. Like, casting for fucking some kind of video game. That's like gotta be fucking sweet. So
I think it'd get boring after a while. Just like the same shit over and over again.
I don't know, dude. They kept it really interesting. Like, I'm not...
Well, that's because they feed off each other's energy.
That, and it's just like... The first 5 minutes of any StarCraft match are, like, exactly the same. It's like, okay, get minerals, build buildings. And I kind of, like, got really bored of that. But the casters would start, like, talking about stuff. And, like, they'd make it interesting. It was pretty good. I don't know. I just think that...
So them not talking about StarCraft was interesting.
Well, they talked about StarCraft. They were like, what do you think you could see from the players this time? They had all these strategies and battle plans, and, like, it was really cool. And I got a $55 sweater. That was a total ripoff. But I wanted to customize it. They wouldn't let me customize the sweater because,
Wait, how much? You say $55?
$55, yeah, for a zipper hoodie sweater.
Oh, a sweater, okay.
That says Red Bull Battlegrounds Austin. It's pretty badass. They had t-shirts you could customize. I could have put, like, Kudabari or TeamxEggS or... YouTube /TeamxEggS, but I don't wear t-shirts, so I was like, that would not happen. I'll make my own t-shirts, all right? That's I don't need. Nah, sure. No.
Like for $55, you could have bought like some screening equipment and made some yourself.
Yeah, no.
E12, would you go to a esports event?
E12's in here? What the fuck?
Yes,
Yeah, he's taking the role of big dog this week.
What happened? What happened?
We're just making fun of you with you listening.
Oh.
Which obviously you weren't, because it would have been like, you would have had 2 answers. Hell yeah, that sounds cool as shit. Or hell no, that sounds gay as shit. Typical E12. So we asked you if you'd go to an e-sporting event like I'm talking about, like, for
Call of Duty, StarCraft, Gears of War, Halo, whatever.
Call of Duty. That's all. I'm not very big into
Well, they
PC
have
games.
NJ Halo. That's down by Jersey. You should go check that out. That's that's a COD event. You should check that out. NJ Halo. It's a COD event. Well, I think they have a bunch of different games, but it's right beside you, so you should check it out. I'll send you the link after. But moving on to some gaming news.
Can we talk about E3?
Oh,
Jeez, E12.
Gee,
Trying to dictate the whole show. Jeez. We'll talk about E3 later. First off, Capcom's newest Devil May Cry title from developer Ninja Theory releases this January in North America and Europe. The game hits Xbox 360 and PS3 on January 15, 2013.
So wait, it's called Ninja Theory?
No, that's the name of the developer. It's just
What's
Devil
the
May
name
Cry.
of Oh, Devil May Cry. I like spaced out for a second. I was all Devil May Cry developer, Ninja Theory. Okay.
You and Scorp are probably the biggest Devil May Cry fans that I know. Are you excited for this game?
It looks pretty sweet.
Does it have Dante?
I didn't play the last one, but this one looks pretty sweet.
What was
Dante?
it?
I don't think it has Dante as the
It
protagonist.
is Dante.
Is it the main character, Dante?
He has black hair.
It's Dante, but it's complete revamp of him.
That's
why
right. Yeah,
a
I
lot
was
of
like,
people
it's
were
something different. It's because in the fourth one they like swapped Dante. They did like a Metal Gear Solid
Nero.
2 swap? Yeah, they were like,
Dante
Dante's
was
there,
like,
you're gonna be Nero.
I didn't play it, but I think Dante was like one of the villains. And
you fight him, but I think you end up teaming up with him or some shit. I don't know. I didn't really play it a lot either. I have it. Played eventually, but yeah, I kind of lost interest after Devil May Cry 3. So
Devil May Cry 3 was awesome. It was probably the best one. I've played that game. Like,
probably one of the hardest ones too, dude. That was a fucking just difficult fucking game. Do you remember? Do you remember how hard it was?
I just remember Virgil giving me a hard time at the end.
Yeah.
Or actually, no. What was that other boss? Fuck.
Cerberus, and there's those two statues that give you the swords. There's
I just remember the cutscene. I know there's the chick with the huge ass gun, and you're running up a building.
Yeah.
This is the boss battle right after that one.
Isn't it like some kind of like moth or something flying crap, right?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
It was a long time ago, but that game was fun.
Yeah. I like Dante and Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3. Yo, that's sick as shit. I wish they made like a Devil May Cry fighting game on its own, which, well, it pretty much is a Devil May Cry fighting game, but I don't know.
Is this a pickup for you guys?
Pickup? Oh, Devil May Cry 5, the new one or whatever? I'm not sure. I couldn't really tell you.
Scorp?
Maybe. I haven't been buying a lot of games recently, but...
Well, this one comes out 2013, so you got plenty of time to think about it. But something that did come out recently by Capcom was Dragon's Dogma. Kuda, you played it. You've been enjoying it. So how about you talk a little bit about it, what you like, what you don't like. Give us a little view.
Dude.
You know, egg style. 12
egg style, yeah.
Not 12 out of 12. Whatever. Give your rate. Go.
God, I hate 12 out of 12. Anyway, yeah, I picked up Dragon's Dogma. I was kind of on the edge about it because I wasn't sure, especially with the packaging of the Resident Evil 6 demo, which I won't be able to play till September, which is really fucked up, Capcom.
Which you found exclusively on What's Crackin. Continue on.
Yeah, I don't know about exclusively,
but... Shut up.
I was like, I'm pretty sure we were the only ones talking about it. But, so I picked up the game because I was looking for an RPG. I needed a game with more, like, you know, length and volume to it, more depth than your typical, like, first-person shooter, whatever. And I instantly was like, this is probably one of the best games ever made. Like, it was great. It was fucking amazing. It was made by, it had a lot of work from the developers of Devil May Cry. I think some of the people that work on Monster Hunter, the Monster Hunter series for Capcom. And it's basically like, take Monster Hunter the game, take out, like, you know, the whole going and hunting monster part of the game and replace it with your typical, like, RPG style shit, like kind of like Skyrim or whatever, where you get quests, it's open world, and you get this just like epic, awesome, like action RPG, which the combat, oh man, RPGs, sometimes the combat's like stale as shit, especially like Game of Thrones, the game that just came out. Combat supposedly in that game is one button, push, win, done. This game, total opposite. It's like Monster Hunter, you get your combos, your different weapon styles and types, and you just go complete creative control of your combos. It's sick. I like it. The story's not 100%, but the gameplay well makes up for it. And it's got this weird online system where like you're this main character, you have like a buddy that you create from scratch, and he's like your personal buddy the whole game, your pawn. And you can upload that pawn to their servers, and other people can download it because you can have a party of 4, like 2 extra pawns after that. They can download it to help you, and when he comes back with all the knowledge, like knowledge of enemies, quests, items, and all this other stuff that you get, and he brings it back and helps you in your game, and it's a really cool system. the game itself was like tailor-made for online. I don't know why they don't have it. I'm hearing rumors that they might patch it for online or add an add-on for some kind of online play, because it's basically a game where you feel like you're playing online with other real human players, but you're not. It's all AI controlled stuff, which is really cool too. So I don't know. I think Scorp, you probably would like this game if you like Skyrim. I mean, it's not as, you don't live in the world as much as you would in Skyrim, but it's
Is there looting?
pretty close. Looting, like as in
Taking
what?
stuff.
Yeah,
Collecting shit.
to an extent. Yeah, there's tons and tons of items. Like anybody who's played Monster Hunter knows of like all the items that you can find. You have to like harvest stuff. You find stuff in the field, fish, plants, all kinds of random crap, and then you combine it to like make other stuff. They put that system in there. Tons of crap to find, tons of weapons and items and armor, and you completely customize your look. Every piece of armor changes your appearance as well as your stats, which is something I really like in an RPG, because I hate running the whole time looking exactly the same with maybe a weapon change. But this is completely full customization, and I don't know. It's pretty great fucking action RPG. It's pretty amazing.
Any other negative besides no lack of online?
Lack of online. The story is kind of lacking as well. Like, you go on quests, but they're not like, there's not lots of twists and turns and story arcs and like stuff to follow. You don't know a lot about the world you live in. At least I don't so far, playing about 30 hours in, I guess. It's basically like a dragon comes out of nowhere, steals your heart, but you're still alive somehow. People start calling you the Arisen. You have control over these things, these people called pawns. Like, they're basically mindless people that only listen to these like special Arisen people, and they want you to control them to help you like rid the world of the dragon or whatever. But
The final score?
other than that, yeah, I would give it. I hate this out of 12 system shit. 10 out of 12. 10 out of 12. 9 out of 10.
Score.
It's pretty fucking good. Like, it's besides the story, which is something you really want in an RPG. Hopefully it picks up. It's got everything else is completely solid. Gameplay, action, item collecting, loot, whatever your thing is in an RPG, this has got it. And once it gets patched for online, who knows what, how awesome this game could be. So, yeah. It's pretty great.
Oh, snap.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go pick that shit up.
Sounds good.
Next on the docket.
So, E3.
Please shut the hell up,
Dead
Equal.
Space 3. All right.
There's a reason we don't bring you on a lot. It's because you don't shut the hell up. You don't know when to talk.
Oh, God.
All right, so continuing on with Capcom, an interesting article came out. An interesting comment was made by Capcom CEO Kenzo Tsuchimoto. And recently he said companies in the company's most recent earnings report that they want to reduce development time of key franchises from the usual 3 to 4 years to only 2.5 years. What are your thoughts on this comment? Seeing as they already make lots of games, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, doing that kind of stuff. What are your thoughts on them shortening down the development time? Do you think it will have an effect on games? Go.
Yeah, I think it will.
The
I think it will, the quality of it will go down.
Yeah, I agree, but I don't know. Capcom's games, they're like hit and miss anyway, so.
That's true.
Like, you got your Resident Evil, that's like pretty. I think that's pretty solid. You can't expect, anything bad from that, but some of the other stuff, I don't know.
What are their main franchises? Resident Evil, Lost Planet.
Resident Evil,
Lost
no,
Planet.
I don't think Lost Planet's really considered one of their main ones anymore. Ever, because there's only 2 games for it, so.
Devil May Cry.
But their long-standing series is like Devil May Cry, Street Fighter, Marvel now, because they
Mega
got
Man?
4 or 5 things. Mega Man used to be. I don't know what the hell their problem is. They haven't released a decent Mega Man title in forever. So I'm really hoping they revamp that shit, because I don't know. I just really love Mega Man. It's something from my childhood, and I need to start pumping that shit out.
That'd be cool to have another Mega Man game. What else?
So yeah, I said Street Fighter, right?
We named about 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Those pretty much like what they do now is just pump out those sequels. So.
And then sometimes you have a gem like Dragon's Dogma.
Oh yeah, you get Dragon's Dogma. They just recently did Azura's Wrath with Cyber Connect 2, which is fucking amazing. Yeah, I like to see them do different titles like Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, and Dead Rising, that's Capcom, right?
Dead Rising,
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, it is. It's definitely Capcom.
Alright.
Dead Rising, yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, they're a solid game company for the most part. They don't have many misses except for like the constant re-release of the same game pretty much, like, you know, Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 Super Edition, Street Fighter 4 Ultimate Edition, Street Fighter 4 Ultimate Arcade Edition. It's like, fuck.
It's a lot of editions.
Yeah, there's like 5 or 6 editions of goddamn Street Fighter 4. It's like fucking ridiculous.
Scorp, what are your thoughts on Capcom trying to shrink down their development time on key franchises such as Resident Evil and some other ones that we already listed?
As long as the games don't as long as the games don't suffer from it, I could care less.
That's very well put. I agree.
Well, just like what was their like last like just debacle? I think it was Resident Evil Raccoon City.
That actually got pretty good reviews, didn't it?
Really? Because everything
no.
I read was terrible.
I heard bad things like glitchiness, game
I
ending.
must
like
have
they
Almost broken.
watched some
yeah.
biased one because
just like rushed right through that, like for real.
whatever. I wasn't expecting very much from it. I was pretty surprised when the video that I watched praised it a little bit. It looked interesting from the videos that I watched.
Oh, I love the way the videos look, dude, but it was just... I think it got shit on. I'm looking up the Metacritic right now. I'll have it in just a second.
All right, while you do that,
52 out of 100 on Metacritic. It's gotten 1 positive review from a website I've never heard of.
You probably
18
read that.
mixed, 17 negative. So, yeah. It got shit on
you
a
managed to
lot,
find the 1 positive review.
I
There you
guess, dude. But
Next, Monkey Paw Games, which specializes in releasing classic games on digital platforms like PSN and XBLA, intends to port Sony's classic Tomba to PSN. Who else is excited but me? No one? Awesome.
I'm excited because
No.
Toombas are like a really expensive game if you want to go find like a copy of it. So that's pretty cool that we can get it on the cheap. So
I hope it's like $5. I'll definitely fucking buy it.
I can see them charging 10 for this one,
That
but
pink-headed bastard. I love that. I love that fucking game.
yeah, I like it when they do that. Like they've released Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That was like not a super expensive like gem if you wanted to go find a copy of it, but Klonoa, dude,
Fantasies.
that game was just fucking ridiculously expensive if you wanted to buy it. And they released it for like $5. So I was like, that's awesome.
They released the Final Fantasy viewer.
Yeah, but those are like dime a dozen. You can find those for like a
What
buck.
would you like to see them bring from PS1?
Einhinder, because it's a really expensive game that I can't quite
that up,
afford
huh?
right now. The original Guilty Gear games, that'd be great because I don't feel like paying $80 for a PlayStation 1 game.
Was there any Metal Slug games on PS1?
Yes, Metal Slug XX, I think. I have that one. I can't remember if I think they did the first one. I think there are a couple Metal Slugs on the PlayStation Store, at least the first one that you can buy for the SNK Classics or whatever, which is a solid title, by the way. It's a lot of fun on arcade and at home. Just be prepared to die because it's kind of a brutal fucking game. But that's one of my favorites. I think for the Wii is like Metal Slug Collection. It's like 1 through 7, and that's pretty fun. It's like the only reason to own a Wii. So
So Einhinder's the only one you'd want?
Einhinder, the original Guilty Gear. There's like 4 or 5 like rare PlayStation 1 games I'd like them to put there, but I don't see it happening just
I
because.
agree. Einhinder, definitely. Ape Escape.
Eh.
What's it called?
I guess I really don't care because I just own pretty much
the
like.
Spider-Man game
Sure,
on
yeah.
PS1. That was badass.
It's alright.
Is there anything else? There was one I was thinking about. I don't remember now. Well, I guess it must have not been that important. Mega Man Legends.
Oh, dude, yeah, that'd be pretty sick. I hope. I got heartbroken when Capcom was like, Mega Man Legends 3 canceled. I was just like, rip my heart out and just
Stomp
burn
on.
it in the fire because, yeah, that was one of my favorite titles growing up. Mega Man Legends 1 and then 2. Oh, God.
You know, anybody else in the call have any opinion on this?
I've never played a Mega Man game before. So.
No, just
You've
period. Games.
never played a Mega Man game before, dude.
Oh, shit.
What did you grow up on? Like, oh, God.
I didn't play a lot of video games
So,
growing up. I had PS1 with some burn games and
Oh, that's why.
Did you guys ever play
And
True Crime?
NES. NES.
There was
I played a
8
lot of Sonic too.
Mans
on
for
Sega
like
Genesis.
there was like 7 Mega Mans for NES. Why didn't you play any of the 7? So
There's,
You guys ever
we
played
had
True
a
Crimes?
briefcase full of
Anyone?
games.
Anyone?
True Crime's
Play what?
PS2. We're talking about PS1.
yeah, we're talking about the PS1 classics. I mean, I guess a PS2 classic. They're releasing those steadily, so I don't know. I really don't care about PS2 classics because again, I own like almost every PS2 game made. So
I used to have my little briefcase with me and my brother's NES games up here. I had to read you off some of them, but it's downstairs. I don't feel like leaving my room right now. So.
That's all right. Next on the docket, Lucasfilm announced that it will unveil the newest game franchise in the Star Wars universe. It will debut on Thursday, May 31st on Spike's Game Trailers TV, following by the gameplay premiere on June 4th. Personally, for me, I hope it's a new Battlefront game.
That's the one with the giant friggin' battlefields, right? And, like,
Yeah, it's just
bunch of
a
shit going on.
huge war. I
those
love
are
that
fun.
fucking game.
Which
I think
one,
that's the only Star Wars game that I like too.
I like
Battlefront.
Wait,
Lego
Battlefield,
Star
what,
Wars.
Star Wars?
too. What?
Star Wars Battlefield?
no Battlefront.
Kinda, sorta.
Oh.
But yeah, it's the same idea where you're like in this big open world battlefield,
You,
like
yeah.
shit going on everywhere. So
You guys ever did the space battle? Driving the planes around?
Yep.
Anyone? That was fun. Wow.
Yeah.
Just going in there, just planting a bomb and just escape out of the shit before it blows up.
Yeah, that's
Bang.
crazy.
It's pretty good.
It's probably that and Lego Star Wars. Those are probably my favorite. Star
I've
Wars.
never played Lego, anything. So.
yeah, me either.
You're missing out, but.
Well, I've played with Legos. Is that
Well,
I
all right.
stepped on 'em.
It's like 50. I played with Legos and watched Star Wars. So if you.
I stepped on a Lego. That was the worst
Yeah, dude.
experience of my life.
Next, first Star Wars, then Dragon Ball Z, and now Harry Potter. Warner Bros. Has announced that Harry Potter and Pals are coming to the Xbox 360 this fall in an all-new game, Harry Potter for Kinect. It spans the events of the whole 8-movie series. The only reason I put this on here is so we could bash it. Go for it. Nobody wants to bash it?
Nope.
I guess not.
Yeah, who wants to stand in front of their TV and pretend to be a wizard? I don't know.
Sounds like a
Do you have to hold a
time
stick
for
for a
me.
wand, or do you just get to point
That
your
would be
finger?
perfect on the move, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be like amazingly perfect. It'd
You're
be
a
better
wizard,
than they
Buddha.
could ever do on
You know what
fucking
else would be
Kinect.
perfect on the move? Anything.
Yes,
Besides
because yeah, that's I don't know. The Star Wars game got shit on like so bad by everybody. I don't know about the Dragon Ball Z game. I don't
think
know
it's
if it's
come
come
out
out
yet.
yet.
When
Yeah.
they can design a first-person shooter game where you don't have to, physically have your arms up in the air the whole time to be looking forward, I'll pull out my move and play it forever.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Next, Platinum Games confirmed the delay of total mindfuck right now.
Arkham.
Anarchy Reigns
Oh,
in
oh.
North America and
Son
Europe.
of
Wow.
bitch.
I was having trouble. The game,
Everything I love, they take away from me.
Yep,
Okay.
the game has no new release date. The developer said it's up to Sega when they want to put it out. The Japanese release date, however, remains unchanged for July 5th. Now, Kuda, I put this on here so I can make you cry.
Oh man.
This makes
Like
sense.
recently, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I randomly found like the little thing when you go on the PlayStation Store and you view everything by title. I was looking up like Azura's Wrath, like DLC, to see if they release any more, and I saw this Anarchy Reigns. I clicked on it. There was a video for it. I watched it. At the end of the video, it said release like January 2012. So I'm like, cool, this game's out already, and I couldn't find any fucking information on it. And I love the video because it looks so fucking like unique and cool and just like something I haven't played ever, and I was psyched. I was psyched for it, and they keep fucking pulling it back, taking it away. It's like, you find $1 on the ground and you grab it, they pull it away right before you do. It's like some guy with fucking string on the dollar, and that's how I feel. They're dragging me on until I like go out into traffic and get hit by a car. So, God, this is just too much. I want this game.
You can't have it
I want it, dude.
unless you live in Japan, apparently.
I will fucking import that shit.
But you know what you can have? You can have what I'm about to tell you. So next, Sony Online Entertainment is expanding its offering of free-to-play games with a new competitive multiplayer shooter entitled Bullet Run. It's a horrible name, in my opinion. Games Fiction places players in a near-future deathmatch-style TV game show where they must battle to gain fame. Sony says that simply killing opponents won't be enough to gain fame. Contestants must use style and attitude. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions? E12, you don't have to pay for this game. It comes for free. Excited?
Nah. Shut up. Shut the fuck up right now. I already told you this from day one.
Well, you don't like free games?
What?
No.
Did you really get rid of DC Universe?
Yep.
You're dead to me. Another great free game that you could have played and had lots of fun with.
Can you shut the... You know what? You go.
What? Just because it's free doesn't mean you have to be like...
Shut the
I play
fuck
free
up.
games all the time. Jesus.
PS Plus. Yeah, there's our daily
Oh.
plug.
Oh my god. For me personally, I've seen that type of game before and that whole scenario as well. That's like back to Super Smash TV. Which, yeah. I don't know anybody who's ever played it. Smash TV.
I think this is going to be the second free-to-play shooter for Sony. I think Dust 514 is supposed to be free as well.
Yes, and that's going to be pretty cool for
I don't know why
anybody.
they would have two competing titles.
Well, if it's free, I don't think it's really competing. I mean, who's going to not download and play a free game?
E12.
Wait. It's like stabbing me right now.
Well, say I'm excited because it's one, free. Everything free is good unless it's a punch in the face. So,
Or you're punching me in the face.
because you're not playing this free shit. Yeah, that's the only reason. That's
Stop saying free.
Free?
it's,
What?
Free.
it's another word for free.
Sucks.
So what if I was like, E12, you were free of STDs? You're going to be like, I got to go get herpes real quick. You just hate the word free. It's like... Anyway, that's my metaphor of the...
So, E3.
You know what?
Fucking
We're not talking
Christ.
about it anymore. So you can go fuck yourself. There. No E3. Go sit in the corner.
Oh, you gotta stick to the schedule, E12. You can't just be like, I'm gonna move this one over here. This one, don't need to talk about that. You don't have that say-so.
Next, a new rumor suggests that Sony is ready for a major upgrade to its cloud integration. According to a report by VG247, Sony is preparing a partnership deal between PlayStation and a leading cloud game service. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Like, what? I don't really see the big deal in this besides, save data everywhere. But what are the possibilities with this partnership with them and a possible cloud gaming service?
Cloud gaming, wait.
Not
Isn't it the PC streams the games to the
I have no
PC?
idea. That's why I'm asking.
no, it's like you can store
Cloud
your
gaming,
game
right?
data somewhere else.
Well, yeah, because when you say cloud gaming, that's what I think what E12 is actually talking
Yeah, I
about.
know. Like the Steam,
Which-
like...
Well, Steam, do you stream the game or do you actually download it and play it off a
No,
stream?
you stream it, yeah.
You stream
like-
it? Okay.
No, you download it.
No,
It's
you
just
stream...
like a. You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, Steam you download.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Cloud
Well, there's
game-
another company. I don't know if they've actually implemented it or if it's come out. But they were going to stream the games. You're going to buy a box that could basically play any game you could think of, but you wouldn't own the game. You'd be streaming the game
From servers.
from a
Yeah,
server.
from
Yeah, with
servers.
like zero lag in between. I don't know how they were going to pull that shit off, but
But
Well,
they
that
did
was-
it.
Yeah,
They
Steam
fucking did
was
it.
rumored to make a console like that. But they never did.
okay. Well, I still hear rumors about that shit. And I don't know if that's what Gangster's talking about Sony implementing, or if
See-
it's just going to be like more online stores. Like maybe you could buy a game from the PlayStation Store and instead of saving it on your hard drive, save it on the cloud or something. I don't know. I have no.
It's probably just like
Like-
an interface where you can do a storage, like you can store your game data or different stuff on
Yeah, but-
off of your PlayStation.
Well,
No,
you can
do-
already store your save data like through the PlayStation Cloud for
Maybe that's
PlayStation
being
Plus. So
Yeah, I think they're like expanding on that though.
I don't know. Maybe music. That'd be cool if you could like save music off your PlayStation on the cloud and like listen to it. That'd be something they could probably do easily, like
Sweet.
stream music from the cloud.
Cloud gaming, what? So that's only if you have like a computer that can't maintain like higher up video games, like for PC,
No, it's just
Well-
supposed to be convenient.
or just Steam, or just
It has
Ah,
nothing to do with
strange.
PC.
Yeah, I'm
Alright.
not really sure what they're planning on doing, but E12, they are thinking about doing something like that with the cloud gaming where you can. Where you won't actually be
yeah.
playing the game. You'll just be like, it'd be like your computer's like got a camera on something and you're playing it remotely, sort of, kind of like, I don't know if you understand, and you're like watching your screen through a camera. Like if the camera was recording the gameplay playing offsite and you were playing it on your PC, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know if you guys even understand what I'm talking about.
No details
kinda
were
weird.
given, but
That's great.
Gameblog reports that Gaikai, which is like another big cloud gaming service, has major announcements for E3, which have the potential to change the future of video games, the console games, and the way in which we play. So we'll just have to wait for E3 on that. But yeah, I don't really know what this means for all that. We'll just have to wait and see. Last but not least, a huge news, at least for me and Kuda, because I know we were talking about it when we were playing DC Universes. You know, we like DC and everything, but what about a Marvel game? What about a Marvel MMO, you know? Well, Kuda, we got our wish.
No, I don't know. Please tell me.
The gaming gods were listening. They listened to us, so
Monitoring our freaking Skype call, dude. 'Cause that's
I guess. So recently it's been revealed that Marvel Universe will have a MMO for itself. It's going to be a action RPG. It's being compared to Diablo, which
Oh, that is terrible.
I don't know what that means because I've never
I
played
pray to
Diablo.
God it's not a point and click like Marvel. Dude, that would take away all the coolness of Marvel and just turn it into something terrible. So
It's going to be
that's
free to play, and that's awesome, in my opinion. I don't know if it's going to be on PSN or
That's what I was gonna ask you.
but what are your thoughts on this? Sounds awesome, right?
It has potential to be awesome, but I honestly couldn't tell you. If it plays like Diablo, I would not play the game like at all. So it's just my take on it.
Trailer looks awesome, though. You didn't watch it because you're an asshole.
I haven't seen the trailer yet, but
Hey, Cootie, you want to watch? No.
you didn't even link me to it, so it's
Yeah, because
like,
I just asked you and you said no.
well, suck it.
Is anyone else excited for this Marvel MMO? Free to play MMO.
It's free to play.
Oh,
but
it's free.
as long as
My
it's
bad,
free,
E12. My bad, E12. It's free. So. Keep on going,
free.
Scorp.
I know.
Rub it in E12's face.
I'm being blown away right now in pieces.
You want to talk about E3?
Yes.
Well, let's go because E3 is coming up next week, and we're gonna talk about that on the next What's Crackin'. So we're gonna upload this one a little bit late, Wednesday to be specific. So you're gonna get 2 What's Crackin's this week, on Thursday today, and on Monday our regular What's Crackin'. Hopefully we'll have that out. And on that show, we'll give our E3 predictions. So hopefully E12 can make it there and chill the fuck out until then, and he can collect his thoughts and save them
And
for...
today is Tuesday, just the correct thing. So.
We're uploading it on Wednesday, you fuck! God, you just ruined everything.
I agree. Thank you.
Oh, God.
So that's it for gaming news. One last thing, though, gaming related, is some movie news. According to a new report,
Gaming
chronicled...
related at all.
What?
So that's not gaming related at all.
Because you interrupted me and I didn't get to finish. So
Draw
fuck you.
movie news. Go. Sorry. Sorry.
According to a new report, Chronicle director Josh Trank has signed on with Sony Pictures to develop and direct a live-action Shadow of the Colossus film. There's where the gaming comes in. Deadline.com says the studio is interviewing writers for the project. Trank is currently developing Fantastic Four for Fox and the Spider-Man spin-off for Venom for Sony. So he's busy right now. You know, he just did Chronicle, great movie. He's doing Fantastic Four, which I have no faith in. And the Venom movie, it's hit and miss, I think. It's going to be hit and miss. Now he's going to do a Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know anything about Shadow of the Colossus.
I was like, did you
Whatever
ever play it?
happens-
Jesus.
It's widely considered a really good game.
It's
It is
probably one of the best games on PlayStation 2 that you could ever fucking play.
What is
And
it?
even on,
Didn't
okay.
they release a download? For...
No, I think they
Team
might have released a
Ico.
download because they just did an HD release for Ico or Eco, depending on how you say
The
it,
Ico collection, and they
and Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah,
Well, it's no collection because there's only one Ico game, but yeah, it's oh
they
man.
released on PSN, but yeah.
It like for its time, it was groundbreaking. It's basically you're this guy, your girlfriend or some chick, whatever. I'm not sure who she is. Like,
Does she get taken to a castle?
no, she didn't get taken to the castle. She's like asleep and like sort of like a coma. And there's this like spirit, this like voice that's like in your head or something, and it's just telling you, you know, you have to kill these Colossuses. These like I think there's like 13 of them or 12 to get enough like power to bring her back or something, or the god will bring her back if you kill the Colossuses. And you basically, it's kind of open world. You find the Colossus and you basically kill it. There's these giant, huge building-sized monsters, and you got to climb up them. And you're just this guy with a sword and a bow and a horse, and you got to pretty much just like, it's like each boss is a puzzle. You got to figure out how to. Like,
And there's 13 of
take it
these?
There's like 10, 12, 13. I can't remember the exact number, but yeah, they're huge. And
I
they're,
don't see how they could fit that in a 2-hour movie unless
Yeah,
they watched
well-
the shit out of that.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, it would never be exactly the same as the game, but there'd be
Oh,
like
be a
giant monsters
Colossus.
he's got to take down. Yeah, there'd be at least probably like 3 or 4 giant monsters he had to take down. But there wasn't really much story in between. It was just like you're this guy and you're being driven by this voice to like save somebody you love. And
Were there characters you meet on the way? Like of your
no, it
journey?
was kind of just like a huge.
Wasteland?
Not a wasteland, but I mean, it was like it had a lot of wildlife and stuff and trees and stuff, but there was just no people. There was like nobody around, and it was kind of a, I don't know, it was kind of weird, but it was beautiful. It was cool. It was amazing. It was totally unique, and it's probably one of my favorite games ever in the history of games. But
What happened to Scott Pilgrim?
Scott Pilgrim still holds a place in my heart. But that's like a classic game, even though it's not classic. But
So do you have faith that this guy who did Chronicle, which is a good movie, can pull this off?
I hope, dude. I mean, I don't think we'll see this movie for at least.
Or do you think it's
2
going to be another
years.
video game, catastrophe?
I don't know, because a movie has to have story, and this game is kind of devoid of it, except at the very beginning and mostly the end. So I do not know. I'm interested to see how it turns out. I'll probably check it out if I don't forget about it. So
I expect this to be released like 2014 if they're just starting to gather
yeah.
writers for it. Maybe 2015, maybe at the earliest or something.
yeah, when it comes out finally, I'll be like, holy shit, we talked about that.
Yeah,
What's
we'll be on like What's Crackin', number
105, so whatever.
500. No, in 3
I
years.
said 105. God, that was a conservative estimate.
Well, I want you to goddamn pinpoint answer. Roughly about 300.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing this for 300 weeks, but you know.
we are. Dedication.
Oh, God.
So that's it for What's Crackin'. I don't have any other things to talk about. Unless you guys... Anything you guys want to talk about? Game of Thrones.
Awesome.
God, one
fucking
more episode
sweet.
left. One more
Yep,
episode, dude.
One more episode left. And if you didn't watch the last episode, or if you haven't started watching it yet, just unsubscribe to us and fucking.
Whoa!
No. Fuck, don't listen to Scorp. Double. That's all right. Make another account. Subscribe to us and thanks. And then
Just
go
fucking
watch.
watch it. Everybody, just watch it.
Did you like how
It's
many
great.
people got, chopped in, interesting ways in that episode?
Oh, yes, sir. That
So
was.
if I were to say
I see what you
everyone-
I
did
don't even
there.
know who to cheer for because the ending was just so badass. It's like,
Oh man,
I
my
shouldn't be
heart.
rooting for these guys, but that was awesome.
Yeah, spoiler alert, dude. My heart nearly fucking stopped when Tyron got it looked like he was face chopped up and.
Yeah, were you expecting
Carry
his
on.
top half of his head to slide to the
Yes,
left?
dude, I was freaking out. I was all, no! I was literally screaming at the TV, dude, because he's one of my favorite characters in the book, in the movie, everything, or the show. And I was Oh man, I was like, this is not happening. This is not happening. And he's like, he looks like he could.
Well, I'm pretty sure, like
I'm pretty sure he's like
100% sure that he's not dead. So.
Yeah, he's gonna have this wicked scar like for the rest of the series that he like. That's all.
Doesn't he like lose his nose in the book or something?
I haven't gotten to that part yet. I'm like
Oh,
right before
spoiler.
that epic fucking battle, and if he loses his nose, you're dead to me. I swear to God. But oh shit, it was so good. It was that green fire nuclear explosion that happened in the fucking water.
Oh, dude, with their budget, I'm surprised it looks so awesome. It looked fucking
Yeah,
ridiculous.
they saved
Oh,
like their whole budget, the whole season, dude, for that one goddamn moment. I swear to God, because it was just fuck.
Yeah, that was like fucking Transformers action right there.
On that scale, yes,
Michael Bay.
totally fucking agree, dude. Yeah, they hired Michael Bay for the explosion. And it was all green fire blowing up all over the place, dude.
Fucking boats exploding. I didn't expect to see that whole fleet just like.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Sick.
Fucking sweet.
I was on the edge of my seat that whole episode. But now there's like, it seems like there's so much unresolved for this last episode. I'm just like,
Oh, this last episode, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff crammed in because that last episode was all devoted to that entire war.
yeah,
and
which was like one chapter in the book, I think, and it's just like, come on, I need to see what's gonna
that's
happen.
what I'm worried about. I'm like, oh man, there's gonna be so many fucking questions at the end of the season. It's just bullshit.
We didn't see anything.
It's leading you on to the next season.
Huh?
It's leading you on to the next season.
I know it is, but like shit.
I know,
Yeah.
it's terrible to have to wait that long. Thank God I've got the books, which I'm totally gonna have to read during the summer, because I can't wait a whole year to find out like any of the crap that's happening. So it's just fuck. It is a great fucking show if you haven't watched it. Game of Thrones on HBO, or you can watch it through other means because I don't want to pay for HBO.
We're not condoning this. It's just
Yeah, I'm not saying you should, but you can.
Well, that was that for What's Crackin'. And make sure you come back next week where we got predictions for E3 and hopefully a live review of Game of Thrones. Hopefully Scorpion and Kuda can watch before we do that. So yeah, that was What's Crackin'.
probably not because gangsters are Nazis.
Yeah, I can't help myself. So that was What's Crackin' 22. Everyone say goodbye and let's wrap this up. Oh, before I do that, make sure you subscribe. Daily videos. Bevy of things coming out, so make sure to check out that. And yeah, so that was What's Crackin', guys. Everyone say goodbye and let's wrap this up.
Bye, guys. I love you all.
All right.
I love your comments. Leave me comments. God, I just
You
love,
can listen to this for free, so E12 won't listen to it.
love
Peace out.
talking to you guys. Yeah.
The fuck?